While it's true that Chuck and Nate were best friends on Gossip Girl, did you also notice that they definitely had the same taste in women as well? Out of all the young ladies they both dated, they shared a few girlfriends in common. Here's a breakdown of the girls Chuck and Nate both dated or hooked up with. Blair Waldorf. Blair and Nate were childhood sweethearts who had plans of ending up together forever. Of course, we all know that fell apart when Blair learned that Nate had previously cheated on her with Serena. When Blair's love story with Chuck blossomed, it was abundantly clear that they were really meant to be together. She might have dated Nate first, but Chuck was always destined to be her true love. Raina Thorp. Chuck was completely head over heels for Raina, and he genuinely wanted to make things work with her. He knew his father, Bart, had issues with her father, Russell Thorp, but Chuck didn't want to let any of that get in the way. Chuck and Raina started things out on a friends with benefits level, but he developed very real feelings for her as time progressed. That's why he was devastated and hurt when Nate swooped in and started dating her. Nate really liked her also, but she dumped Nate to return home to Chicago. Jenny Humphrey. The one guy Jenny wholeheartedly wanted to have her happily ever after moment with was Nate. She had serious feelings for him, and she was willing to go toe-to-toe against both Serena and Vanessa to shoot her shot with Nate. Jenny and Nate briefly dated off and on throughout the show, but ultimately, they were never meant to be. Chuck also experienced an intimate night with Jenny on the evening when she was ready to swipe her V card. Chuck's the one who swiped it. Vanessa Abrams. Last but not least, Chuck and Nate both got to experience bedroom action with Vanessa. Nate had a legitimate relationship with her, and for a while there, it seemed like he was really taking her seriously. They dated off and on for a stretch of time, even though they eventually decided to part ways for good. Chuck, on the other hand, had a friends with benefit fling with Vanessa, even though they were never interested in fully committing to each other. Regarding all four of these girls, two of them were beyond important to Chuck, and two of them were deeply meaningful to Nate. Blair and Raina meant the world to Chuck. Jenny and Vanessa were the two girls Nate actually fell for as well. Do you find it surprising that Chuck and Nate dated or hooked up with the same girls on Gossip Girl? Did you forget about any of these romantic connections for Chuck and Nate along the way while watching the show? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.